An ancient mosquito was lying on the man's shoulder, sucking his blood crazily. But the man didn't care at all and continued to play songs for his companions. Unexpectedly, the mosquito got even more aggressive. It crawled to the man's back and tried to suck the human dry. Soon, the man's face turned pale, and he lost all his energy. He felt sleepy and lost his footing. He bent down because his upper body couldn't support him. At this time, the mosquito had sucked so much blood that it was bigger than a football. It looked like the man was about to burst, and White could no longer hold on due to blood loss. He fell down before the mosquito could fly away. Why did the man want to let a mosquito eat him? The story begins when he picked up a fossil from 2.6 billion years ago. According to research, the grooves on the fossil matched those of a lighter. He suddenly realized that he could travel from the future to the past. In order to verify this conjecture, he brought two companions to the he had never thought that the scrap iron time machine he had invented would sense the change in the magnetic field when he first arrived here. Out of curiosity, he pressed the switch to operate the instrument. Suddenly, the whole cave shook violently. Lao Bai realized that something was wrong and wanted to turn off the instrument, but unexpectedly, the sudden shaking caused the instrument to fall into the water. Before they could react, the water flow suddenly became rapid, and the boat moved forward uncontrollably. Finally, they fell into it. When Lao Bai woke up, he found that the moon was very close to the earth, which meant that he had traveled to the prehistoric era. He was very happy, and picked up the video recorder to record this moment. But the Zhuang behind him was very worried, because the time machine was accidentally lost during the previous travel. This meant that they could not return to the modern era. Little did they know that this travel almost caused a disaster. Not long after they left, they found 3 apes in front of them. They looked closely, and found that the primitive people of this era had already learned. After learning how to make tools, Xiao Mei hurriedly stopped the ape man from killing him. When the ape man saw the hairless bipedal beast, he was very curious. De Zhuang took out a lighter, and showed the flame to scare them away. Unexpectedly, the ape man holding a dagger was really frightened. But the next second, the ape man quickly picked up the lighter on the ground and ran away. In this way, the ape man who was almost dead was saved. Little did he know that his identity was not simple. When Shan Laobai saw the prehistoric ape for the first time, he wanted to check the results of his preparations. He was strongly protested by the other party, and the monkey turned around and ran away. When the people were chasing him, the sand on the ground suddenly appeared. They fell into a cave through the hole, and the ground was full of bones, indicating that this place was extremely dangerous. Just as they were about to leave, vines quietly appeared on the ground and immediately grabbed the 4 people one by one. They fell in midair. Looking at the bones under their feet, Lao Bai knew that this place was not safe. In order to get rid of the vines, the 4 people held hands and used their bodies to swing constantly, trying to swing to the tree nearby. Just when the monkey was about to grab the branch, a Tyrannosaurus Rex suddenly appeared nearby. It opened its bloody mouth and almost swallowed the old White on the far left. But due to inertia, they quickly swung back. Fortunately, the Tyrannosaurus Rex had a problem with its eyesight and helped the 4 people get rid of the vines successfully. When they saw the monkey running to the front, the 3 people realized that they had to follow the monkey. Only by following him could he hide in a safe place, so he quickly followed. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was still chasing him closely. It seemed that there was still some distance to catch up with Xiao Mei. Suddenly, she wanted to take a photo of her escape as a souvenir, so she asked Dazhuang to stand where he was. After taking the photo, the 3 of them ran all the way. Unfortunately, there was a cliff in front of them. Fortunately, there was a stone bridge on it. But when the monkey came over, he actually picked up a stick and wanted to destroy the stone bridge. Fortunately, he was too weak and failed. The 3 of them rushed to the cliff before the Tyrannosaurus Rex bit them. When they ran to the other side of the cliff, the Tyrannosaurus Rex had poor depth perception, and the stone bridge was not wide, so he didn't dare to come over. Just when the Tyrannosaurus Rex was about to leave, Old White loudly told his companions that the dinosaur's brain was only the size of a walnut, so it couldn't come over. Unexpectedly, the Tyrannosaurus Rex actually understood what he said. He turned around with a sharp look in his eyes, and then he sprinted with all his strength and jumped over. The 4 people who reacted quickly ran for their lives, which was a great relief. After surviving a dangerous situation, not only did they not eat the bipeds, but they were also mocked by the other party. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was so angry that he vomited a dragon pond, then turned around and roared to prove his intelligence. The 3 people who escaped from danger walked into the cave, and found the corpses of 2 modern people here. They realized that they were not the first group of people who traveled through time. If they did not find the time machine as soon as possible, they would sooner or later end up like their predecessors. When they were resting, the cave suddenly shook violently.